What's going on, guys? We are back with another episode of Pokemon Stadium 2 Mord's Moveset. Last time we took on the Challenge Cup Great Ball and got the trophy for that. This time we're going to start with the Poke Cup, and we're going to start with Poke Cup Pokeball, and the next 4 episodes are all going to be based on the Poke Cup for levels 50 through 55. And as we can see, everybody in the blue panels here in the rules can qualify for Poke Cup, and the ones that are in red, i.e. the legendaries down at the bottom, cannot. Those are the only 5 Pokemon that cannot qualify. All other 246 kinds of Pokemon are allowed to qualify for Poke Cup. So with that, we've got levels 50 to 55, like I said earlier, and like you're gonna see on the overlay as well. We're just looking at Poke Cup specific rules. Maximum of 3 Pokemon can only total up to 155. Their levels can only total up to 155. And that's pretty much it in terms of rules. So if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that like button down below and subscribe to the channel. I've got my team ready, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, here we go. All right, we got the Bug Catcher up first. What do I really like? Bug Pokemon. All right, so the first guy is Bug Catcher Nelson.
Let's get started. Pokemon Tournament Poke Cup Pokeball. We're here for battles between Pokemon with a total level of 155 or less for each team. What kind of battles will the Pokemon show us today?
All right, we got Skarmory versus Yama, 2 flying types, squaring off to kick off this Poke Cup portion of the series. Yama is going to start with Double Team because he is faster. Thankfully, I do have Drill Peck, so I'm going to go for it right away. Oh, and we get a super effective crit. What a heck of a way to start off Poke Cup. We do get the 1 hit on Yama right off the bat with a super effective critical Drill Peck. And with that, we are already up 1-0. As Venonat comes in, and we're just going to go right back for another Drill Peck again, another bug type. Very powerful. And it's going to be another 1 hit, this time to the Venonat. And Skarmory just making this look way too easy here in the early going of battle number 1 as Caterpie comes out, and this is a complete joke. Very difficult match indeed for Skarmory. As one more Drill Peck is going to secure our first continue of the tournament. And we're going to be moving on. I mean, Skarmory didn't even take a hit. I mean, that was just way too easy. But that's how the Poke Cup is going to start off. At least with the first couple of level classes, and then with the Ultra Ball, it's going to start ramping up in difficulty as we start to see more evolved forms come into the tournaments. But for right now, it's pretty much going to be a cakewalk at this point. As we kick off Battle 2, Summer means the beach, and Pokemon means battle. Let's do it! Alright, we've got Swimmer Bruce and all of his water Pokemon up next. Alright, we got good old Raichu up first. Let's see who he sends out. Poliwhirl, easily his strongest Pokemon. Yeah, we're not going to see a whole lot of mid-stage Pokemon here, but Poliwhirl's going to be one of them. And we do have Rain Dance, Thunder, Surf, and Substitute. I'm going to go for Rain Dance to guarantee that Thunder hits every time and bypasses accuracy checks. Meanwhile, Poliwhirl is going to try to put us to sleep to try to waste our Rain Dance turns, but it fails, thankfully. And you know what we're going to do. We're going to go for that Stab Thunder, 100 accuracy, while Rain Dance is active. And that will definitely be a 1 hit to the Poliwhirl, making it look way too easy once again. Raichu does not take a hit. I'm surprised Poliwhirl didn't go for a water move and take advantage of Rain Dance right there. But we should be able to very easily outspeed the Goldeen. And one thunder should do the trick on it as well. And we're gonna fry that fish for yet another easy one shot for Raichu. And Bruce is already down to his final Pokemon, which is gonna be Remoraid. Okay, another fish that we're gonna get to fry here in just a moment. Let's see if we outspeed. Remoraid is actually surprisingly pretty quick, but not fast enough. And Remoraid's also quite weak as well. 3 thunders, 3 one-shots for the easy 3-0 clean sweep. And we're gonna take our second continue. Raichu with a dominant performance of its own, just like Skarmory in the first match. And we're not even breaking a sweat here in the early going. I should have become a boarder and wait for winter. As we pick up the Hive badge, we've got the Zephyr and the Hive badge to wrap up the first quarter of PokeCup Pokeball here in the early going as we prepare for Battle 3. The mountains are the greatest. It's inspiring to see a sunrise from the summit. And we've got Hiker Chester with his ground and rock types up next. Alright, we got Kabutops in the starting position up against Graveler. This should be an easy victory for Kabutops. We do have Hydro Pump for 4 times super effective damage. And we're gonna go for it right away against High Gravel. And we're gonna blow him away in one hit very easily. Wow, no problem at all. He took that quite well. He takes his butt whoopings very well. And I'm very impressed by that. He does send in Machop up next, so he does actually have a fighting type as well. And because of the type disadvantage that we have with Kabutops, I switch him out and I put Dugtrio in. And he's just gonna go for Focus Energy turn 1. That's fine. Keep in mind in these games, they increase the crit chance, whereas in the Game Boy games, they actually decrease them, which is weird. But we're gonna go for Earthquake. Oh, that did almost 100 right there, so that'll very easily be a 2-hit. They're gonna go for Cross Shot. Oh, thankfully we do not get critically hit, otherwise that would have been a 1-shot for sure. But 2 Earthquakes is gonna do the job against the Machop. I mean, Machop actually put up a bit of a tougher fight than the Graveler ever did against the fully evolved Dugtrio. Very impressive, but now we've got Onix to deal with, which is also going to be very easy. We're going to go for Earthquake straight up, level 53. So I'm expecting it to be able to take 1 hit before it goes down. And all Onix is going to do is go for Sandstorm. Why it would do that against the ground type, I have no idea, but it's basically a waste because we're immune to Sandstorm. So we basically get a free turn. Onix is gonna go down and we're gonna pick up our 3rd continue against the Hiker. You got me, I sure did, buddy, because you don't know what you're doing. Wow. Why would you go for Sandstorm against the ground type? That is crazy, bro. If he hit me even once, he would have knocked me out. Most likely, even with a bad attack stat. But no matter, I'm glad he did the Sandstorm thing, because with that victory, once again, we're going to pick up our 3rd continue along with the Plane badge as we hit the halfway point already on PokeCup Pokeball with Battle 4. Pokemon and Entropy. And we got Super Nerd Clifford up next. Round 4. Alright, we're opening with Dugtrio. We have opened with a different Pokemon in every match so far, so hopefully you guys are at least appreciating the variety here in the early going. We've got Flaffy up first, an electric type, so this should be an easy knockout. Oh yeah. That's too darn easy right there. Oh, poor Flaffy. Did stand a chance. Did not stand a chance. All right, who's next? Most of his Pokemon are going to be weak to ground type, from what I've seen. Okay, Electro, the #1 speed Pokemon in Gen 2. And it's level 55, so it's guaranteed to go first. But all they're going to do to us is Screech. And it fails, so we get a free turn off of that. Oh! Even while giving up 5 levels, we still one-hit the Electrode. It's not very good on defense. And we're ground type, so we very easily knock it out. And let's see who the last one is going to be. Ooh, Haunter. Honta. Let's go. Alright, poison type. All 3 of them are weak to ground. And this should be another one hit as well. Yeah, too easy. Too gosh darn easy. And the ghost type goes down. And Doug Trio is going to get a no damage sweep right there against Super Nerd Clifford in Battle 4. We're already halfway through these battles, guys. With yet another continue that's going to be number 4. My logic wasn't faulty. There must still be a missing element. As we obtain the Fog Badge, we are already halfway through this Pokecup Pokeball. Very impressive performance by our team so far. As we approach Battle 5, you learn from experience. Let's battle. All right, we got Beauty Alissa for Battle 5. All right, Hitmonlee. Again, another new opener. And we got Miltank up first. Easily her fastest and best Pokemon, in my opinion. But we're going to get this high jump kick off. Level 52. Ooh, we almost get the one hit, but we're going to get hit by a Trat. Once a Trat gets going, like, this Miltank is going to be tough to stop. So we're going to have to land our next move between high jump kick or return to knock it out. We are going to go for return. Oh! We fall just short. I go for return because of the accuracy, but it falls just short. And we get paralyzed by Body Slam. Oh boy, this is going to take a turn for the worse here. Because now we're going to be slower and we're attracted. And we're one hit away from losing our first Pokemon of the whole tournament. We're going to go for high jump kick. We do get through paralysis and attraction to knock out the Miltank in 3 turns. And boy, that was a close call right there against the Miltank. But we definitely paid a heavy price with Hitmonlee as Corsola comes out next. I'm almost kind of tempted to let Hitmonlee drop. And it looks like that's exactly what I'm going to do. Interestingly enough, we're faster, apparently, even while paralyzed, because we tried to go first but couldn't. Meanwhile, Psychic is going to knock us out and polish us off. And we do lose our first Pokemon of the entire tournament so far, as we put Raichu in as our second Pokemon. And this Corsola can be tricky if we underestimate it too much, so we got to be careful. I am going to go for Rain Dance to power up the accuracy once again on Thunder. Meanwhile, Corsola is going to go for Ancient Power. And we need to look out for an Omni Boost here that could potentially happen. And it does! Oh my goodness, this is not good. All of its stats got an Omni Boost on that turn. And we're going to go for Thunder here. It's going to get a boost to special defense, so it might survive. And it does with 19 HP. And it's going to go for Mirror Coat. Oh! Gosh. That's exactly why it went second, even with the higher speed stat, because it went for Mirror Coat this whole time. It anticipated a special move, and it used Mirror Coat to turn it back on us and knock us out. Now I'm down to my last Pokemon already. Definitely our toughest battle so far. And Corsola's faster, and it's going to get an attack boost on Ancient Power. And it gets a second Omni boost. This is crazy, man. I've never had a battle where a Pokemon got 2 Omni boosts in one match. That is insane. Thankfully, Corsola was in low enough health to where we were able to knock it out with Thunderbolt. Otherwise, it would have easily destroyed Mr. Mime. Now we've got Chansey to deal with as a special attacker. So this is definitely not working out in our favor. Our only hope at this point is for us to get a special drop on Psychic. So let's see how we do. You can see it only did 60 damage. And we do get a special defense drop. And they're gonna slow us down with Icy Wind. That's not good. By the way, Chansey's health is insane. 333 health at level 51. That is very stinking impressive. And I'm gonna try to put it to sleep with Hypnosis, even with poor accuracy. And we do put it to sleep. We're pulling out all the stops to keep our winning streak alive here as Rain Dance goes away. The rain goes away. And we could definitely do more damage with a special defense drop. That's not bad. Still a tank, but it's still not bad. As long as Chansey can continue to stay asleep, we'll be fine. Oh. There's a chance that one more Psychic can knock it out here. This is going to be incredible if we can pull this off with a special attacker. Wow! 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 That was a 10% chance to lower Chansey's special defense, and we got it on the first turn. And then from there, we were able to knock it out with several more Psychics to keep our win streak alive. That is very impressive. Very impressive. That special defense drop on Chansey definitely saved us right there. And we're going to advance to Battle 6 after obtaining the Storm Badge. You want to know who I am? You honestly think I would tell you? All right, we got Burglar Jensen. All right, Hitmonlee versus Quilava. Okay, this is going to be an intriguing matchup here. Fighting versus fire. And I'm going to go for Meditate to boost my attack. Which could all be for naught if we get burned by a fire move. So we got to be very careful with that. Speaking of fire moves, the Quilava is going to go for Flame Wheel right here. Thankfully, we do not get burned and it does very little damage. The Hitmon's got a very impressive increase in special defense in Gen 2 after having abysmal special stats in Gen 1 as a unified stat. Wow! Wow, that's gonna be a one hit with a stab high jump kick with one stage of attack boosted by Meditate on the previous turn. I mean, Hitmonlee is a scary physical attacker. Very scary. Now Electabuzz comes out. I love that color, by the way. My favorite Pokemon is going to come out, and hopefully, once again, we can destroy it with another high jump kick, but not before Electabuzz gets off a Thunder Punch. Oh, that'll be a 2-hit. Thankfully, we don't get paralyzed. Oh! Ooh! A crit with high jump kick to a level 53 Electabuzz to knock it out in one hit as well. And already we are up to a fast 3-1 lead against Burglar Jensen. But unfortunately, we got Persian to deal with, and it is very, very fast. So I don't know if we're going to survive. Wow, we do go first. Oh, no. 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 We almost knocked ourselves out on the crash. And we get critted by Shadow Ball to boot, which costs us our continue. Thanks, Hitmonlee. I appreciate that. Ah. All right, now we got Dugtrio and Raichu in reserve. I'm going to put in Dugtrio right now. Oh, man, there's no way that this battle should have gotten this far. Hitmonlee should have easily clean swept it. But thankfully, Earthquake is going to be a 2-hit against the Persian. They are going to go for Thief to steal our held item, which is Paralysis Cure Berry. I'm not really all that concerned about getting paralyzed here, so he can have it. I'm also not that concerned about obviously paralyzing it either. One more Earthquake is going to wrap this thing up, and we're going to be moving on to the semifinal up next. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Yeah, if Hitmonlee didn't miss that last jump kick against Persian, it would have swept the whole match with a Meditate boosted high jump kick. But unfortunately, Dugtrio had to come in and clean up. As we get the mineral badge, we still have 4 continues as we make our way to the semifinal. And we got a border here. All right, I'm going to freeze your Pokemon solid, man. All right, we got Border Claude up next.
Let the semifinals begin. Despite their numerous battles, the remaining Pokemon still look ready for more.
All right, we're opening with Raichu, and he's gonna open up with Sneasel. Dark and Ice, deceptively fast, and they are gonna go for Slash to open up, and they get a crit. That's not good at all. Oh, we're in trouble early on because we go for Rain Dance. I don't even attack it. Being slower while doing the Rain Dance Thunder combo or any combo puts you at a huge disadvantage early on. Would this battle have turned out differently had I gone for Thunder instead of Rain Dance? We'll never know, but I am going to put in Kabutops. And Sneasel scores another crit. They do score a not very effective and MVE crit right there. But even then, because we're Rot type, it hardly hurts us. And now Sneasel is going to follow up with Feint Attack. And it gets another crit. Oh, this is crazy. All right, Ancient Power. Hopefully we can knock it out. Sneasel's really weak on defense. And we do exactly that. But unfortunately, our team is like crazy beat up right now. And let's see who comes out next. It's going to be Tauros, level 52. This thing is terrifying. Terrifying. All right, let's see how we do. All right, I'm going to save Kabutops. So I'm going to take him out. And am I going to put Raichu or Tauros back in? I'm going to put Raichu back in. And the reason why is because I'm anticipating Thunder. And they are taking advantage of my Rain Dance. But because we're 2 levels down, they're very easily going to outspeed us and go for Strength. That'll definitely knock us out. Yeah, no doubt. Oh boy, we're in trouble. We're not even doing damage to the Tauros because we're too slow. Alright, now I've got to put Hitmonlee in as Rain Dance subsides. I hope I don't go for Meditate here. I hope I just attack it straight up with a high jump kick. But not before Tauros goes for another Strength. And that's going to be a 2-shot. So we got to 1-hit it here. Oh, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. We cannot outspeed the Tauros at all. Because it's going to have Thunder to cover Kabutops. And then it's going to have Strength to cover Hitmonlee. I think our win streak is about to come to an end here, guys. It is not looking too good at all for Team Savage. Oh. See, if Tauros had missed right there, we would have knocked it out. Now there's no shot. Yeah, one more Strength is going to lock it up. And that's it. We do suffer our first loss of this tournament. Way cool, Junior. And we're going to have to retry. Man, that Tauros is just too fast and it's too strong and it's got too much type coverage. Even though we've only seen it use 2 moves. Those 2 moves very easily wiped out our entire team and we had to use a continue. As a result of that, So we'll come back after we choose our team.
Still look ready for more.
Oh, okay. We got Hitmonlee versus Tauros. Tauros is actually going to start. And we do have the type advantage this time. Hopefully we do not get critically hit because that's going to knock us out if we do.
That was good.
Once again, it's going to be a 2-hit. But thankfully we'll be able to
Whoops. That
get off a high jump kick. And we do miss. Oh, this is not good.
the crowd's excitement is building from this heated battle.
Oh, but thankfully Quick Claw kicks in. And once again, it fails to one-shot. Oh, man. Dude, a Strength Tauros is powerful. A Strength Tauros is absolutely powerful. You put any normal move on a Tauros in Gen 2 and it'll just wreck shop.
Okay.
It is insane.
Oh, it's Mr. Mime.
And as you can see, I've replaced Kabutops with Mr. Mime. That way, like, it won't have anything super effective
Vicious attack.
against any of our Pokemon like it had with Kabutops with Thunder.
Wow, Thunderbolt.
Thankfully, we survive a Strength.
That's a hit.
And the Thunderbolt is going to knock out the Tauros. I mean, that's only a start. We are not out of the woods yet.
Needs to be prepared.
In fact, we're far from it.
Oh, it's Vaporeon.
Okay, we do have Vaporeon. Mr. Mime's got Thunderbolt and Raichu's got Thunder. So we do have super effective type coverage against the Vaporeon, but I'm going to try to put it to sleep.
Oh, no. No, that is
And of course, it comes up empty. But the Vaporeon has Shadow Ball. Wow, and it scores a super effective crit. What are you doing with Shadow Ball, bro? That is insane, dude. Wow. Okay, Raichu's gonna have to make this work.
it's down to the last Pokemon now.
And the Vaporeon still has full health. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Thunder. I'm not gonna use Rain Dance to boost its water moves. Oh! And we get Paralysis, which is big. And it stays fully paralyzed. But unfortunately, it looks like we're still gonna have to rely on a 70 accurate move to win. But before then, I'm gonna go for Substitute. Okay, they're gonna go for Shadow Ball to try to break my sub here. They get a crit. Yeah, that'll definitely break the sub. So we lost HP for nothing, basically. Thankfully, that's the last time I use that. And I'm just gonna go for Thunder. Yes, we are 2 for 2. We do hit both of our Thunders to knock out the Vaporeon. Big. I'm now starting to regret using Substitute at this point because we really can't afford to waste HP. But now we've got Teddy Ursa.
Last Pokemon.
Okay. I mean, Teddy Ursa's pretty weak, honestly.
A furious attack.
And we're fully evolved. We paralyzed the Teddy Ursa as well, and it's gonna go for Dynamic Punch, and it's gonna come up empty on the coin flip. I mean, it's got a berry, but it's not gonna save it at all.
Continue.
And I'm gonna ride that surf to wash this teddy bear away. And we're gonna be moving on to the finals. We do defeat Border Claude on the second attempt, as painful as that was. But we are going to be moving on to the finals. So that's the good news. Mr. Mime definitely made the difference right there against the Tauros. And then we were able to hit both of our Thunders to knock out the Vaporeon. And thankfully the Teddy Ursa missed Dynamic Punch and we were able to knock it out as well. And with that victory, we've got the Psychic in the final battle. Psychic Mason stands between us and the trophy.
This is it, the final battle. Which trainer will claim the champion's throne?
All right, Hitmonlee's gonna open. Ooh, Slowpoke. We got Pokenza up first. Obviously not the most advantageous type matchup because it is Psychic type, so I'm gonna pull Hitmonlee out and put Raichu in. Let's see what Slowpoke goes for, though. Okay, it's going to be a Psychic. It's not all that strong of a special attacker. Yeah, I mean, it's really weak even for a stab Psychic. No special defense drop, which is even better. And it looks like he's going to switch out. Who's he going to put in its place, though, is the question. It's going to be Raichu. Yep, he's got his own Raichu, level 52, so he's definitely got a level advantage and a stats advantage on us. This isn't great. And it has Dynamic Punch just like the Teddy Ursa did in the previous match. And it nails it on one attempt, and we're confused. Thankfully, we shake the confusion off, at least for this turn, and go for Thunder. And I'm going for Paralysis. That's why I'm going for Thunder right now, to try to slow it down. But we ain't beating this Raichu. Yeah, we're going to knock ourselves out. They have Thunderbolt. We're going to knock ourselves out on the second turn of confusion. And once again, just like Border Claude, we're in trouble. Here early, down 3-2. And I'm going to put Mr. Mime in. Alright, they're going to go back for Thunderbolt. I do not have Dugtrio to be immune to this, so we're going to have to take these Thunderbolts. One more Psychic is going to knock it out, but not before we most likely take even more damage from Thunderbolt. Hopefully we don't get critted or paralyzed. That's the other thing. Alright, we're at 28 health, and one more Psychic is going to knock it out. But boy, we are... Oh, it's got Focus Band! Oh, there's no chance. We're too slow, and Raichu's got Focus Band. This is a bad team, honestly. Wow. That's embarrassing, bro.
Just one Pokemon remains. The Pokemon appears with a cross.
Yep, it's the Hitmonlee that we started with.
Last Pokemon.
And once again, I at least want to try to save face by getting a knockout here before I go down completely. Yeah, we got that high special defense. And Return is gonna knock it out, finally. And that Raichu is a tough customer, man, I tell you. Yeah, Return's not very good on this Hitmonlee, honestly. Like, it doesn't have that friendship that we need to actually make it powerful on its own. Now we're gonna go for Meditate.
It raised its attack power.
Okay, Psychic. Super effective crit, it's done. Wow. That was a massive disappointment. We did no damage to the Slowpoke whatsoever. I mean, look at this. We lost to that thing. Like, are you kidding me? The dopey Pokemon. That is unreal, bro. But sometimes that comes with the territory of a Rentals-only challenge. You just never know. And once again, we are on our second attempt on Psychic Mason. Let's see if we can get it right this time. Alright, I'm opening with Mr. Mime this time against Slowpoke. And we do have Thunderbolt for super effective type coverage this time. What's going to be interesting is, well, he just answered what my question was going to be. He's going to switch out, probably knowing full well that we've got Thunderbolt. And once again, he's going to put this stinking Raichu in here. Oh, this time we do get Paralysis, though. That is huge. And we do have Dugtrio this time, which is even better. Like, we came to the party completely unprepared in the first attempt. And now we're making the necessary adjustments to get an advantage early, but it does have Iron Tail to cover for Dugtrio's type immunity against Thunderbolt, and we got lower defense as a result of that, and Raichu's gonna switch out, and they're gonna put Slowpoke back in. Oh, wow. That did a lot. That did way more damage to the Slowpoke than I was expecting. I was expecting it to have better defense than it does. And I'm in a pickle because if I switch to Mr. Mime or Raichu, all they're most likely is gonna do is they're just gonna switch Slowpoke back out. But I'm gonna put Raichu in anyways. And they're gonna go for Surf, expecting me to stay in with Dugtrio. Obviously I don't. And they're gonna bring us down to 100 even on our health. Okay, we're gonna go for Rain Dance. Oh, they're digging. We did not see that last time. We didn't see Surf or Dig last time. Thankfully, we have Substitute in order to block against the super effective damage. Beautiful. I wonder if Thunder would hit enemies if they're underground and Rain Dance is active. I need to try that at some point. I know that it would hit if they're using Fly, but I don't know if it would hit if they were underground, though. But it doesn't matter since we're going to knock out this Slowpoke in one hit of Thunder. With it being watertight. Definitely too easy. All right, we still have the Raichu, and whatever the third Pokemon is, it's going to be Smeargle, which can sketch any move. Any move. So we got to be careful. We don't know what it's going to pack here. But Smeargle's also pretty weak as well. Wow, we paralyze it as well. And we almost get a one-shot on it. It does have Seismic Toss. So that's going to bring us down to 14. It does 51 damage. The same as its level. And we can do whatever we want to with it now. Ride that Surf, baby. Alright, Smeargle's down. All we have left is his Raichu, and that's it. I can't think of a better final boss for this Pokeball than Raichu. Amazingly, we still have all three of our Mons as well, so we are in the catbird seat. Late into this, we do get us a crit with Surf. But unfortunately, Raichu will not survive Raichenza's Thunderbolt before it goes down. Raichu did an outstanding job. Yeah, we definitely have a far better team for this. Iron Tail is no longer going to be a factor unless Focus Band kicks in once again. But if it does not, it is game, set, match. Focus Band does not kick in this time. Raichu goes down, and we're going to win our first trophy of the Poke Cup. And the Pokeball is ours for the taking. Wow. That was intense there at the end, man. I had a feeling I would lose. I got it when I saw your Pokemon. So did I. It may have taken us 2 attempts, but we do it. We get the Rising Badge, and we're going to get this trophy. And as a result of that, we get to look at our team. We've got Dugtrio, we got Kabutops, we got Mr. Mime, of course. Got Hitmonlee. We've got Raichu. And last is Skarmory. We didn't see much of Skarmory other than the first battle, but even then it took no damage. As we officially take the trophy for the Poke Cup Pokeball. This was a sweet victory tonight, but of course, there's a lot more work to be done. And I cannot wait to bring the rest of this Poke Cup series to you guys. And with that, guys, if you all enjoyed this video as we prepare for the Great Ball in our next episode, do me a favor, smash that like button down below, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications for more episodes. And until next time, guys, you all take care. Have an excellent rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time.